I don't know whether we're supposed to say something to these guys. Jack, what's the plan? Keep walking before this is a selection of the people Mr. President and the international media.
Do you think the lockdown will end on the 21st, sir?
Are you pleased to be here, Mr. President?
I'm very pleased to be here. Particularly to meet.
You looking forward to your report?
By banning Alexei Navalny's political organization, sir?
You looking forward to the visit, Mrs. Johnson?
Right, guys, let's come this way, please. Follow me in. There's no rush. No rush.
No rush.
Once I tell you that there's no rush. And we're holding here. We're holding. Everyone stop.
Guys, stop. We're going to preset and then we're going to bring you in.
Laura, I'm here, so...
I thought you were doing documents. Jack, I thought you were doing That's fine.
We're not going to wait questions. Sorry.
I do.
I'll pick it on the next one. Yeah.
Don't wait until don't ask me too early because obviously I can't see you in the first
Yeah. Yes. Did you read it?
It was
amazing.
this one, and at the very end of the world,
Because this is the beginning.
Yeah, no, this is the very beginning.
And not just of NATO, but of the United Nations.
Yeah, no, I know.
There's a whole thing.
So the key articles,
Manifestations.
number 5 has a focus on labour standards,
Yeah.
social security, so that's New Deal values, and that's it.
Churchill was a great believer in that. They say that Attlee wangled that one in.
Okay.
Is that right?
So, I just, it was a very
And on the way back,
Okay, for a turn.
All right.
Stop, guys, stop pushing.
let's come this way, please. Follow me in. Please come.
Neil, I'm just going to keep the position here, okay? Where someone isn't Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were doing documents. Jack, I thought you were doing documents. Neil, you need to get in.
Just give me that.
son on the Sunday, and Churchill invited President Roosevelt to come over to HMS Prince of Wales. That's the original bell.
That's the original bell?
The original bell.
Yeah, Prince of Wales. Wow.
And we have our new Prince of Wales somewhere on the horizon.
Yeah.
He liked to wear the naval uniform, and President Roosevelt wore a nice suit.
He had a reason to wear it from before.
He did in First World War. This is the lunch they had. Doing a bit for biodiversity with the soup, turtle soup.
Caviar.
Was that real?
Real turtle soup.
Real.
The president brought his son along, who helped him with the course today, and then the key advisors, masters and commanders. Avril Harriman,
Yeah.
crucial.
I spoke with Harriman before he passed away. That's a normal
You never heard
about
it?
it.
Did you really?
It was this one and at the very end of the work anyway.
Because this was the beginning.
Yeah, no, this is very good.
Not just the makers, but of the United Nations.
Yeah, no, I know.
It was the whole thing.
So the key article is
Lamentations.
number 5 has a focus on labour standards,
Yeah.
improved social security. So that's New Deal values in there as well, Mr. President.
Churchill was a great believer in that. They say that Attlee wangled that one in. Is that right?
Yeah, back in London.
I know.
And on the way
Okay, guys,
back,
you guys work. Guys, stop the machine.
Thank you very much.
I'm not going to dissent from that one. I'm not going to disagree with the president or indeed on anything else. I think it's highly likely. Are we going to have a? We could just continue.
Okay, thank you guys.
I think we're so generally agreed. We could probably. Mr. President.
Okay, guys, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Let's go. Come on, thank you guys.
Mr. President, do you see it as a chance that
All right, let's go. Come on, let's go. Thank you guys. Let's go. Media, please. That way. Thank you.
No, I'm waiting for this. Thank you.
Data. Just perfect.
With the boom, make sure you don't reach the top.
How long are we going
Thank you. All right.
Wow, well, it's a great pleasure, Mr. President, to welcome you to Cornwall.
It's a great pleasure to be here.
Fantastic to see you. You know, on what I think is your first big overseas trip since you've been.
It is.
It is.
Been in a great country many times, but this is the first time as President of the United States.
Well,
It's a great honor.
everybody's absolutely thrilled to see you.
We're thrilled to be here.
we-
Thrilled to meet your wife.
Yes, and they've gone off to do something else.
They did. I told the Prime Minister we have something in common. We both married way above our station.
I'm not going to dissent from that one. Friends. I'm not going to disagree with the president that, or indeed on anything else. I think it's highly likely. Are we going to have a? We could just continue in generally. I think we're so generally agreed, Joe. We could probably do this in public.
Thank you guys. Let's go. Come on, thank you guys.
Mr. President, do you see it as a chance that
All right, let's go. Come on, let's go. Thank you guys. Let's go. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys. Let's go. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.
Let's go. Thank you.
Will you resume travel between
Thank
UK and
you.
the US?
Let's go. Thank
This for weeks, and now we're finally here, and it's been, it's a beautiful beginning. So thank you all for being here.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Yes, I have.
Right this way, next one.
Bring unity across the globe, and I think that's important right now, that people feel a sense of unity for all the countries and feel a sense of hope after this year of the pandemic. Thank you for coming.
Biden, are you looking forward to meeting the message on the back of your jacket, ma'am, if you're willing?
Oh, the love?
Yeah.
Well, I think that we're bringing love from America. I think that this is a global conference, and we're trying to bring unity across the globe, and I think that's important right now, that people feel a sense of unity for all the countries and feel a sense of hope after this year of the pandemic.
Dr. Biden, you've seen your husband doing this so often as a vice president, as a senator. What has changed now that he's president, and particularly how is he preparing for a meeting like the one with President Putin at the end of this week?
Oh, I think he's so well prepared. I mean, he's been studying for weeks. working up to today. Of course, he knows most of the leaders that'll be here. And Joe loves foreign policy. This is his forte. So I think the meetings are going to be great.
Prepared for the meeting?
Oh my gosh, he's over prepared.
Last one.
Well, we're hoping to, I think, focus on education, and of course, Joe and I are both looking forward to meeting the Queen, and that's an exciting part of the visit for us. So anyway, we've looked forward to this for weeks, and now we're finally here, and it's been, it's a beautiful beginning. So thank you all for being here.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Yes, I have.
Right this way, next way.
Virginia Woolf.
You gonna be better when they walk past us. Watch you go back and go a little wider. It'll be.
Well, yes.
If I share in a hurry.
He's like this.
No, it's not. Oh, you're happy.
He's got that. I don't know whether we're supposed to say something to these guys. Jack, what's the plan? Keep watching before this is a selection of the British media, Mr. President, and the international media.
Do you think the lockdown will end on the 21st, sir?
Are you pleased to be here, Mr. President?
I'm very amazing. This one, and at the very end of the world, anyway.
This is the beginning.
Yeah, no, this is the very beginning.
Not just of NATO, but of the United Nations.
Yeah, no, I know.
There's a whole thing.
So the key articles.
Manifestations.
Number 5 has a focus on labour standards, social security. So that's New Deal values in there as well.
Churchill was a great believer in that, but they say that Attlee wangled that one in.
Okay.
Is that right?
On the way back, and Churchill invited President Roosevelt to come over to HMS Prince of Wales. That's the original bell.
That's the original bell?
The original bell.
Yeah, Prince of Wales. Wow.
And we have our new Prince of Wales somewhere on the horizon.
Yeah.
He liked to wear the naval uniform, and President Roosevelt wore a nice suit.
He had a reason to wear it from before.
He did in First World War. This is the lunch they had. Doing a bit for biodiversity with the turtle soup.
Was that real?
Real turtle soup.
Real.
The President brought his son along, who helped him with the course today, and then the key advisors, masters and commanders. Avril Harriman.
Yeah.
Crucial.
I spoke with Harriman before he passed away. That's a no movie.
You never heard about it? Did you really?
It was
amazing.
This one, and at the very end of the world, anyway.
Because this was the beginning.
Yeah, no, this is very good.
Not just of NATO, but of the United Nations.
Yeah, no, I know.
There's a whole thing.
So the key articles.
Manifestations.
Number 5 has a focus on labour standards, social security. So that's New Deal values in there as well, Mr. President.
Churchill was a great believer in that, but they say that Attlee wangled that one in. Is that right?
Yeah, back in London.
I know.
Because we do have I think, a potentially game-changing opportunity to drive forward the partnership between government, business and the private sector finance that are, of course, absolutely vital if we are to win the battle to combat climate change and biodiversity loss. So I'm hugely grateful, for a start, to Prime Minister Johnson for actually asking a Sustainable Markets Initiative to bring the G7 leaders together with global CEOs during the G7 summit in Cornwall tomorrow. And our CEO network now represents $60 trillion worth of assets, which, when you think about it, is pretty staggering when you compare it to the entire world's GDP of $88 trillion. So working together and in the closest possible partnership with governments, we could move, and actually are moving, or beginning to, mountains. And as I'm afraid I've been trying to say for several decades, unless we can actually unlock private sector resources, innovation and finance, with the public sector setting a framework of incentives and regulation, we just don't stand a chance of solving the existential crises we have engineered over the years. Now, of course, I'm very far from being the only person beating this drum for decades, and I particularly wanted to pay a very special tribute to my own friend Secretary John Kerry for his own remarkable leadership on this whole issue. In fact, his enthusiasm for this partnership between G7 leaders and CEOs like yourselves may perhaps even have overtaken mine. So it is extremely kind of you, John, to come all this way to be with us today. And I'm enormously grateful for, without your help at this critical stage, we will get nowhere. If I may say so, I'm similarly hugely grateful to Mr. Alok Sharma for joining us as COP26 President. 2021 is a year of summits, promising transformative action on climate change. And we are all committed in our own ways to devoting every fibre of our being to make sure that this really is the year we turn a corner and start winning this battle. The G7 is, of course, important both in itself and as a stepping stone to the G20 and then COP26. And it is hugely encouraging to see everyone in this room joining forces to ensure that ambition translates into action at last. I know the SMIs, that the SMIs, over 300 CEOs, have been consulted on the opportunity that we have now with G7 leaders and on how the private sector and private finance can accelerate their efforts with the G7's and wider government support. And as major influencers of the world's economy and financial system, the G7 is key to driving this agenda for economic transformation. For example, through my discussions with President Macron over the past year, we are working to bring together his One Planet initiatives with our Terracotta transition coalitions to accelerate real impact in the areas